this thing on? Yep, it is. What's happening, everyone? Jeff Pilkington, Lunch TV. We are here with some more summertime Mandela effects. Let's have some fun because it is summer and I love this. By the way, if you're liking these videos, please be sure to subscribe below and like this video if you liked it, and also feel free to comment because I want to hear what people think. It's great to hear what you all think and get people's opinions on the Mandela Effect, and we can all chat it up and it's good times. So without further ado, first Mandela Effect. Okay, this one is strange because it's one of those strange spelling things where, like, when I as a kid would go to the pet store and we would get a hamster, and a hamster was spelled H-A-M-P-S-T-E-R. Hamster. It had a P in it. Now if you go on Wikipedia and you look around, the P has like gone by. It's like no more P, it's hamster. Hamster. Hamster? No, it was hamster. Hamster just sounds weird. Wikipedia, if you Google hamster, the P has disappeared. Now, if you type in hamster, you'll still see some residual and such, but the spelling is magically officially changed to hamster. So, hamster. Hamster. Who is changing spelling around? That's weird. Why is it officially why is there no P now? Strange. Second one. Scroll through these. Okay, Shakespeare. We all remember Hamlet. We loved Hamlet. We watched Hamlet. It's one of those famous, I played the gravedigger in Hamlet when I was in high school. Fun times. Regardless, Hamlet said a famous line. And the famous line that Hamlet said was, "Alas, poor Yorick, I knew him well. Alas, poor Yorick, I knew him well." Except Hamlet never said that line. What Hamlet actually said was, "Alas, poor Yorick, I knew him Horatio." Alas, poor Yorick, I knew him Horatio. It's apparently what it's always been. The "I knew him well" wasn't in there. It disappeared. It's like gone. It's like walked off. It went to another Shakespeare or something. It just disappeared. And I mean, where do these lines go? Like, what is it? Is it like slips into dimension Z or something? Like it just walks away? Because we all remember that line. I mean, I remember that line. Joe Blow remembers that line. Your Aunt Myrtle remembers that line. Like, why do things just walk away? Like, where did you go? Okay? Stop moving around Hamlet lines, because that's just not cool. So look that one up and wonder why he no longer says, "Alas, poor Yorick, I knew him well." Like, where did the well go? Where did the new him? Like, gone. It's not in Hamlet anymore. It's just, "I knew him Horatio." Sounds really weird. Anyway, next one. Let's keep going here. Oh, so this one, yeah, this is like weird. Okay, so, I mean, I don't know about this one. It's weird. But Albert Einstein, we remember Albert Einstein saying this famous quote, which was, "Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result." It's typically attributed to Einstein, some attributed to Mark Twain. It's been attributed to different people, but usually Einstein. Einstein did not say that quote. It wasn't Einstein. In fact, it was discovered because a newspaper editor in Montana's Bozeman Daily Chronicle actually mispublished it. He started the article with "Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting the same result," when it's supposed to be different result. And then ironically, he went and researched and found out that it was attributed to like this fiction novel titled Sudden Death. There was this character talking to another character of Susan, and it was like a fictional character actually said the quote in this novel titled Sudden Death. And somehow that's been attributed to Albert Einstein. So how did it go from a fictional novel to Albert Einstein? Like, wait, okay. Is it like a giant game of telephone? Or are like little glitches in the Matrix flipping around, like flipping switches and giving quotes to people that didn't have them, and now it's way over there when the quote should be over there? Like, what's going on with quotes? Like, I remember it always being Albert Einstein. It's a little weird. Or are we all just misremembering? Hard to believe we're all misremembering, but it is no longer Einstein's quote. So what happened there? Very strange. Let's move on. Okay, countries. Let's have a quick geography test. We all love geography. I mean, I like having fun with geography. Remember Where's Waldo? I mean, Waldo geography is always fun, but something's happened with geography recently, and the thing that's happened with geography is the country of Switzerland. Now, Switzerland, I don't remember it being a third world country, except Switzerland is a third world country and always has been. Now, what could be happening, which gives more explanation, is we consider now third world countries, you usually think that's a more, poverty-stricken country. So it's like, what? Switzerland's third world country? Like, I haven't thought of that. Like, that seems strange. But then you do the research and you realize that the origin of the terms first world, second world, and third world go way back to like the Cold War era. First world were those aligned with the West. Those aligned with the East were second world, and then third world were the rest. And then over time, after the Soviet Union fell, basically what happened is the second world term wasn't used anymore, and so the countries, all that was left that weren't aligned to either the first two that were left over, since Switzerland was neutral, it logically fell into just being part of the rest. So after the Soviet Union fell, basically there was the rest category, and Switzerland, you know, it wasn't considered to be aligned with the West, it wasn't considered to be aligned with the East, it was kind of in the middle, so it became what was called a third world country, which would be the rest. But we consider today to be those to be like poverty-stricken countries, like people determine that. So hearing it's a third world country is strange because nobody goes by the aligned with the West, aligned with the East, or the rest of everybody else terms anymore. That's not how it's labeled. So to have it now on Wikipedia and everywhere on the web as Switzerland's a third world country just seems kind of out of the blue to people. So that's a little strange. Like, is something shifting around with history and geography there? Like, what's going on? Seems a little vague. Let me know what you know about historians and geographers, whoever. Like, let me know what you know about that and what the thinking's going on there. Let's do a couple more. Let's keep this short. Couple more. David and Goliath. We all know the story of David and Goliath, and we remember he threw the rock. David threw the rock at the giant Goliath and took him over, and David won this unexpectedly small little David and giant Goliath. Well, everybody remembers the huge Goliath, his height being taller than what's recorded now. Apparently, it's recorded now that he was 6'9". Now that doesn't seem that tall comparatively to what it's supposed to be Goliath. 6'9" is tall by like human standards, very tall, but Goliath was Goliath. People remember him being 9'6" tall. 9 feet, 6 inches tall. That's what people remember, giant. But it's recorded that he was only 6 feet 9 inches tall. So why are those numbers switched from what people remember? 9 feet 6 inches is now 6 feet 9 inches. That's a little strange. What's going on with David and Goliath? I don't know. Final one. Now, we all know Leonardo Da Vinci, famous painter, just talented artist all around. Well, people don't remember this, but apparently Leonardo Da Vinci was one of the earlier creators of speculating what would eventually become contact lenses. It's recorded in history. He wrote in the Codex of the Eye Manual D, he basically proved that he was well aware of light refraction, and that there was this mechanism with vision and using water, and he had like water buckets. Now, he wasn't necessarily doing this to correct vision, but he speculated in this manual that like putting your head in a bucket of water or using water-filled globes attached to the eyes did something to the light reflecting vision. So he's now attributed to being an earlier creator of contact lenses, that his research was part of that. There's a drawing of one of his earlier writings about contact lenses, what would eventually become contact lenses. But I don't remember any history of Da Vinci, like this Codex of the Eye Manual D, where he talked about these early discoveries of it. Like, what's going on with that? So let me know what you think there, because that seems strange. So, like, why is he now popping out of history? Suddenly Da Vinci was in on contact lenses in the early days. Very strange. Thank you all for watching this video. Jeff Pilkington, Launch TV. Please hit that big red button below and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and like this video if you liked it. We are having fun. It is summer. Everyone have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and we are out.